Y'all hear the new intro? Listen, did you guys hear the new intro song? Y'all can't tell me that would. What, 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 Hi, God. I miss you guys so much. I'm going to tell y'all. I missed y'all. Let me tell you, listen, me and Gabe were losing it these few months that we were off, although we needed it, but we were losing it. We was like, is it time? Is it no? Okay. Hi guys, welcome to episode season 3. I gotta get it back together. Welcome to season 3, episode 1 of 1 billion break. How y'all doing? Y'all good? Y'all straight? Can you tell? I'm hyped. One, because I'm so glad to be back on. And two, y'all already know I have my V8 energy drink. So I'm on cloud 9, 10, and 11, 12. Okay, so for the old timers, thank you guys for tuning in. You already know what's up. I missed y'all. I love you guys so much. For the newcomers, welcome. We're family. I already know. Welcome. Come on in. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and we're about to get it in. So let's start off with the very beginning. Welcome to another episode of 1 Billion Brave. I'm your host, Domo Jones, and we're about to get into the what? The house rules. Sharice, I see you. I love you. Now, house rules are: we don't do no bashing of gender, race, religion, or politics. Nah, no, we're not doing nothing on the show. No, we love here. Y'all know. 2, Archie, what up? I see you, bro. We do no profanity, like none. There's so many words in the dictionary we could use. We about to run those up one time for the one time. Also, the show is about the disabled community, bringing awareness, information, just conversation about those that deal with disabilities, those that have medical conditions, and also those that deal with um things of those like. We bring awareness. We want people to know that, listen, we're pretty dope. I don't know if you, Grandma, I love you. You didn't tell me you was going on. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Grandma. But we on right now. We bring awareness and we want people to know that we're dope beyond our disability. So we're gonna let people know how we do around here. Um, Also, we talk about Jesus Christ on this show. He is the main thing, so we're gonna keep him the main thing. Is all I'm saying. Jesus Christ is my dog, and he should be yours too. He that he's on the top of the list. Last thing, and I want you guys to put in your good ear because you already know. Oprah, I'm coming for you. Why am I saying that? Because this show is the very first show that has a hostess with a disability that interviews guests with medical conditions, disabilities, also essential caregivers that break the stigma beyond their condition. Lady O and Tyler. First of all, why is my eye sinuses this weather? Lady O and also Tyler Perry. Yep, keep the door unlocked because I'm on my way. And also have some fruit snacks in the Arizona. That's it. Gosh, my sinuses are acting up. Why now, Lord? Okay, so now that we got the house out the way, I just need to catch y'all up on what's been going on with 1 Billion Brave. What's been going on with 1 Billion Brave? Okay, so I just want to let y'all know we are official. What do you mean by that, Nomo? So we literally have the trademark 1 Billion Brave. Y'all know that R that people be putting on? Yes. 1 Billion Brave is officially trademarked. Legally bound. Legally bound. If we gonna do it, we're gonna do it. Is all I'm saying. I'm letting y'all know right now, 1 Billion Brave ain't going no. 1 Billion Brave ain't going nowhere. We're going to the top. We're official. Thank you, it's Shane. We're official. We have the R legally. God is so good. I'm grateful. God is so good, man. That's all God. That's all I'm saying. That's all God. We official, and I'm very grateful. I cannot wait for to see and to just experience what this year is going to be about. This year, let me tell y'all, this year is results and risks. That's it. We're taking results and risks. What do we have to lose? Nothing, because we got God on our side. That's it. That's all. Okay, so let's get into. So we have a new segment, two new segments I want to introduce for this season. One is called Braveheart, and I like to share and to give acknowledgement to those that have disabilities. So one is called Braveheart, and then the other one is called The More You Know. The More You Know are different humor, different tidbits about people that are living with a disability. And yeah, we're gonna get into it. All right, so what's the Braveheart, Gabe? Give it to me one time. We want to shout out who what dang, how'd I say it? Huelia, there we go. Huelia Dennis. Appreciate you. We love you. Her disability is she is a multiple amputee. I want to give credit to her because she's a model and she's dope. Shout out to you, Braveheart. Let's go. All right, so let's get into the more you know. Gabe, you already know what to do. Just because you can't see the disability does not mean it's not there. Now, for those that deal with invisible disabilities, for those that even deal with disabilities, whether it be physical and you're having a good day, listen, don't let these people downgrade and belittle when you have good days or they can't see it and they're trying to figure out, oh, you lying. Oh, you're really not dealing with it. No, 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 no. Listen, our good days are great days. Our bad days could be the worst days. But that doesn't take away the fact that we have a disability. We live this life and we know how to carry it. But please do not discredit the things and the feelings that we go through. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's all. That's all. Just don't do it. Okay. Just embrace it. Love on us regardless. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Love on us. Just because you can't see it don't mean we're not dealing with nothing. Huh? That's all I'm saying. Okay, so let's get into my guest. If you guys were on this season 2, then you guys know my next guest is one of the top T-Mobile top 5 of all time. It's my mom. And I got a lot of people from last episode asking me we need to do a part 2. So what better way to start season 1 with bringing up my mom to continue on the conversation? I mean, wisdom. That's genius is all I'm saying. So without further ado, mom, come on the show. Come on
Hey,
hey, let me tell y'all, she has been raving about these doggone Christmas decorations.
oh, can you all see? Can you see?
Where
Do I need to
Christmas
bring it up
been over.
closer?
Here we are. Christmas been over, guys, and
Everybody don't have that. They're not ready.
everybody shouldn't because we're in January.
Yeah, that's right. They're gonna come down probably January the 31st.
Here we are. Y'all know. Here we go. We starting off right. Mom,
Yes,
thank you for joining the show. I definitely appreciate it.
I'm
You
excited.
were the top rated show, so we got to bring you
Wow.
back.
Yeah, you know what? It would have really been more fire if you would have done what I asked. What was that I asked? If you would wear leopard on this first show so that
We're
we can
not
show
matching,
unity. Look, we used to do it when you was little.
but when I was little, I did things as I was little. But when I became a woman, when I grew up,
We
I
can
turned away
still
childish.
coordinate. We can still coordinate. It is a thing.
Mhm.
It's a thing, Dominique.
But
It's
we
a
look
thing.
alike. I feel like that's more than enough. That's all I'm saying.
Happy New Year. I wanted to say Happy New Year to everyone as well. Happy, blessed, and favorite New Year.
Yes, happy New Year, everyone. I'm so glad that you guys were able to see this year. Don't
Yes,
take that for granted because a lot of people didn't make it.
yes. Right.
All right, so
That's
let's
right.
get into we had a conversation yesterday. We were talking about independency. So
Mhm.
I wanted to bring that up because I thought that was a good conversation for everyone to kind of hear um your perspective as a mom dealing with someone that has a disability. So for those of you that don't, I'm gonna say a quick story time real quick. For those of you that don't know, I do have a disability. I have a physical disability. I have a brain tumor that affected my right side, and it's weak. My muscles are weak, and I have permanent nerve damage. Okay, so that's the gist of it, right? So the two questions that I get asked so often, Gabe, what we do? We're gonna. Okay, there we go. We're back. We're back. Okay, so the two questions that I get often asked is do I drive? And then when they see
Right.
me drive, they're very shocked.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
they're extremely shocked. And it's so funny to me that they're so shocked that when they see me with a car and car keys, they're just like, wait, what?
You
What?
drive?
Yeah. What? That's so funny. And then I also get asked so often, you don't look like you have a disability.
Right.
What is it? Because I don't see it. So I have to give so much credit to my mom because she's taught me how to one carry myself, but two how to be independent. So for you,
Yes.
when I was younger and you came to the realization that I did have a disability and
Uh-huh.
I have to do things different. For you,
Right.
what made you want to teach me independence in this world that we live in now? And also, what were a few things that you taught me living with a disability?
Right. The one thing I had to really make sure of that you did not feel as if just because you have a disability that you are not able to function as anyone else.
Right,
And so I had to make sure that you were comfortable with who you were and where you were going to become and what you had to face and deal with as an adult. And so I did not want you to feel like you were stuck. And so the main thing was, I think, just, and it really was God,
yeah,
because none of the nieces and nephews and your first cousins, none of them had any medical concerns. And so, we deal with the asthma, we deal with the cold, but in reference to the physical body. And so it was really, truly God that was giving me what to do, even grandma and grandpa,
hmm,
because all five of, us, their children, we had no disabilities physically.
right,
We dealt with some things in reference to, like with Auntie Elise, in reference to speech, but in reference to your mobility with you functioning and moving. And so it was really God that was teaching me how to teach you how to be functional and not to ever feel like you had to be stunt and you could not do what anyone else could do. Maybe it was not to 100%. And I don't care even if it was 25%. I was going to let you know because I wanted you to let the world know, oh, okay, well, you can write. Okay, well, I can write too. Oh, you can literally do this. You can drive. You can go here. I can too. And
yeah,
so I think when I think I was single, and it was just you and I at the time, I also thought about emergencies. What was going to happen if it was just you and I? And if I needed to go to the hospital, I wasn't able to drive. I wanted to teach you because I actually taught you how to drive at the age of 13.
Did y'all hear that? I learned how to drive at 13.
Yes.
Ain't nobody tell me you can't do it.
And actually, I had the Altima first. So I taught you how to drive the Altima. And
Yep.
then I had the truck that was
Ooh.
a stick shift. So I taught you how to drive a stick shift. And actually, I'm the only one out of all of us that knows how to drive a stick shift. I don't
Yeah.
think and I'm not even sure if Uncle Dilvin knows how to. Mommy could probably answer that. I don't
No,
know
I
if he
don't
knows
think
how to drive a
anybody
stick.
does.
Yeah. So I taught you how to drive a stick shift. But then um, the other thought that came to mind as well was when you had to have the second surgery. And when they said that you would have to go in, they would have to go in the same incision twice. So my mindset was, okay, they're going to have to go in the same incision twice. And when I say this was really nobody but God,
Yeah.
I knew that you would not be able to physically turn all the way like this from your chin to shoulder.
Right.
So
Still.
I, right, right. So that's when I was trying to teach you, and you learned, you caught it. I had to teach you how to, when you're driving, when you're going in reverse, how to move the upper part of your body. And so you would be able to still shift. And so I did not want you to be stuck with any mobility
Hmm.
that would not make you feel like you could not be functional. You were going to be functional and you were very confident. And I had to make sure that I instilled confidence in you. So, because sometimes you could go a little, you could be a little
I could,
special,
I could be a little too confident. I
a
got it.
little
Wait,
too.
remember that I was gonna bring this up too, and I'm glad you brought up confidence. Anytime I see you, I love you. Um, you remember that one time?
That
I think
jean
I
dress?
was, huh?
Oh, the jean dress?
Wait, what dream Troy?
Oh, the jean dress you don't want it. It was a size 28 when you lost all
Oh
that
yeah.
weight. You're still trying to keep. Oh, okay, but that's another story. What was you gonna bring up?
Oh my gosh. No, I was gonna bring up the time when I was packing my clothes, and and you told me to have my stuff ready because you were gonna help me put it in my car. And I was like, no, I got it. No, I'm good. And then you were like, you have a walker. I'm able to put it in your car and just let me.
Mm,
And I was like, no, no, and shit. And then
right,
I'll never forget. He was like, it's okay to ask for help.
right. But and sometimes I could be at fault for that because I think you just went like over the top. You over 100 with what you can do. That's a good thing. So, but my thing is when you get married, when the Lord brings um your what you call them, you like the mustache, all that stuff. When he
Yeah.
brings your Boaz to you, you gonna have to learn how to back up a little bit because you real quick to know I got it, no I got it, no I got no I got it, no I got it. Yeah, let us help you.
I'm so quick to be like, no, I'm good. How? How?
Right,
How are you gonna take a whole bag and you have a walker? Like, make it make sense.
right. Right, because you real quick to be like, no, it's good, mom. Oh, and then when you get, then when you all, she's real good with changing her tone. She'll change her tone, Ma. And I'm like, what? Yeah. That's right, actually, accepting the help. Accept the help. And so it does not mean that you cannot. It just means that, oh hell, here's a helping hand.
Y'all pray my strength. 2023. Ask for help. Ask
Yes.
for help.
Yeah, because I was
I
even trying to tell you too, like when it rains, I try to prepare you for the rain. When you started with the walker, and when you realize that, okay, I do have to have a walker to assist me. And it's not that you cannot walk, but it's just assistance and it's okay. But I believe with a hi God
Hi
mommy.
God mommy.
Hi. Um, yeah, I was trying to teach you when it rains, this is what you're gonna have to do.
Yeah,
You have to take your, like when you're driving, so that you can make sure that you could feel, take your shoe off in the car.
the
Because
car.
I still see you when you outside with your head down. I said, there she go, putting on the shoe again. But I was trying to teach you, you can't hold the umbrella and
Oh gosh.
Lord Jesus.
Because I
That's
see you
right.
see me.
Huh?
I see you see me.
Yeah. Yeah. The Holy Ghost has given me vision 2020 with you. I'm just like, I just wear something, wear a hood, do just different little things. But you, hey,
Uh, Kendall, don't you have a sermon to study or something?
yeah, she's
Really,
something else.
oh, these doggone sinuses. Good Lord.
Yeah,
That's so funny. Yeah, that
yeah,
um
but that jean dress thing, that was something. No, we gonna sidebar. We gonna sidebar. Because one thing, when Dominique was younger, so she was she had a severe, her asthma was so severe, like where it was starting to develop her. And so she, was becoming at a young age just full figured. So I was trying to make sure, even her godmother, she always had her shot. I always had her on point. The highlight, the polka dotted dress with the matching polka dotted shoes for Easter and the socks. I would never forget that. But so when Dominique started, exercising and she was losing weight, she was walking, and I'm like, she's like in like a whole total two different dress sizes. And that's when baby fat was out. So it was a jean dress, baby fat, the gold buckle, because I had her look. Oh, you was gonna be on a 20, and I don't care if you was going outside to pick up the mail. You was gonna be on a 20. You was gonna be cute. This
cute.
girl, literally, the dress was like a size 24. Dominique at that time was like in a size 14, and the shoulders was way. So I just threw the dress away. I said, knock it off. I, there's other jean outfits in the store.
That was my favorite dress though.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so I wanted to bring up these sinuses are attacking me like
His
crazy.
Zyrtex.
I know I do need to take a third take. So I wanted to bring up um a situation that I wanted to get your opinion on and just your view. So
Mhm.
uh for those that don't know, I had chemotherapy. I did for 6 years, 187 chemo treatments. Right. I know a lot of people's like, what in the that, but
Right,
that's all God.
right, right.
So during that time, there was a lady that was also dealing with chemotherapy at the
Yeah,
same time as me,
Donna.
and I know, Mom, you remember this,
Hmm.
and she would um, what's the word? She would not believe, and she would talk about me so badly to other people because she didn't think that I was really doing chemo. She thought that I was being fake about it. Um, and she did because she didn't understand why when I was doing chemo, why my hair never fell out, why I didn't have
Oh, that
discoloration.
lady.
Yes.
Oh, that,
Why
yeah.
I was still able to drive once I started chemotherapy for a year 4 and 5. I was able to
Hmm.
drive then. Um,
Hmm.
and she would always talk about me so bad to other people,
Right,
but we were going through the same thing. Literally.
right, exactly.
So for you, when you get or when you hear those people that discredit or question the real life of things that I go through, how does
Hmm.
that make you feel like as a mom? Because you see me, like you saw me
Right,
during all my treatments. So you
absolutely.
know offhand what I was
Right,
dealing with.
absolutely. You actually were in the beginning of your chemotherapy, were doing double chemotherapy because you were doing the injections and then you also were doing the pills, the Timidor pills. But as a mother in the beginning, your first reaction it does make you upset. It makes you angry because it's like, how dare you put your mouth on someone who is literally going to the hospital for a treatment, whether or not you're dealing with the same thing. As a mother, on the natural sense, yes, you do get upset, but then after a while, you begin to shake it off,
Hmm.
because then I know what our prayer of agreement was. And the first thing that we said, and when I say we, that was you and myself, and even grandma was even in the midst of the prayer.
Yeah.
You said, I don't want to be sick like everybody, and I don't want my hair to fall out. We said, then you spoke it, you'd got to declare it. So you will not be like everybody else. And so that was the difference. Because to me, when you're going in and when you're going through something, you have to have the mindset totally different of, you know what? Okay, yeah, they did that. Yes, they lost their taste. Yes, their skin came ashed and their skin turned different colors. We decreed and we declared that was not going to be you, but
Yeah.
it was according to your faith. So we had to make sure that your faith stood up. So those are the things that helps me shake off when people have negative things to say. And so that's where we have to learn how to decree, and we have to learn how to declare the works of the Lord. What's for me is for me, and
Right.
what's for you is for you. But you cannot allow people to dumb down or to make you feel as if, you know what, your hair not falling out, your the back of your neck, it's not turning different colors because that's where your treatments were. And well, honey, I got the favor of God. I'm his favorite daughter, and
Right.
that is my favorite daughter. And because when we got a prayer life, so it allows you in the on the spiritual side to shake off the ones that don't have faith.
Yeah.
But on the natural side, yes, it does make you upset because it's like, how dare you put your mouth on somebody?
Right. I think for me, I believe at that time I was like 24, 25 maybe. And
Yeah,
that was the beginning. And like my mom said, the first year I was doing chemo treatments, the injections, and I was doing the pills. So I
right,
every 2 weeks. So I was
right,
sick as a dog. Um,
right,
so to already go through that in the prime of my life, when everyone is
right.
like in their 20s, you live in life.
Exactly.
I had to quit my job. I had to quit
Right,
school. I couldn't drive. I
right,
think it was so much that came behind, doing chemo. But
right,
um to literally hear the person in the next room talking about me, I the walls are thin where I was.
right.
The walls were very thin.
Hmm.
Period. And then when I walk in, it's like, oh hey girl, what? And then what threw me off is because you're asking me questions, trying to dig in to make sure what your chemo looked like, my chemo looks the same.
Right, right. And you can't compare. And that's just like comparing um different trials and tribulations that we go through in life. And so just because what I'm facing and the trial and tribulation that I went through, that has nothing to do with, it's still the same degree. What we're the word of God says that we're all born of trouble, up for a few, just for a few days, for a few
Mhm.
seasons, but everything is a light affliction. So my light affliction to me may not be your light affliction. But
Right.
what I can say is that what we go through, there are different seasons what we go through, but as long as you hold on to your faith, then people will begin to see, and then they'll begin to glean. You know what? I put my mouth on her, I put my mouth on him. They may not ever say sorry, but they'll begin to start having a different respect for you because of your walk.
Yes. Very true. And that's exactly what happened. I think I proved them wrong. And that's
Absolutely.
what I love about I love about my life, but then I love about the way my mom taught me how to live my life. Prove them wrong. Like,
Right.
let them expect whatever they want to expect,
Right.
and you still do what you do and prove them wrong, and just be like, yeah, I got God. Don't worry about
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And and that's with teaching someone confidence and teaching someone self-esteem, um, you can teach someone, but it's all about them grabbing onto it. You had to grab on, because we can teach and talk until we blue in the face,
yeah,
but it's all a part of us grabbing hold to, and not just feeling like, oh, we're saying, yeah, pray about it, but no, seriously, pray about it, speak on it, decree it and declare it. You spoke on, my hair will not come out. My hair would not come out. You did kind of lose like your taste. You had that metal taste just a little, but
yeah,
that's nothing, because first of all, the word of God says that our hair is our glory.
right.
I'm not trying to lose my glory.
That's it. Y'all, I don't think
Mm.
you guys really understand what she means by when I said it. So when I first found out, when I had my doctor's appointment, and I first found out that everything else, my surgeries, my radiation was not working, and my tumor was, well, at that time I had a cyst growing inside my tumor. Um,
Right,
so when that was growing and they couldn't do anything else, my only option was chemo. There were, once you hear that, this is like, well, let me know how you feel, process it.
right.
My very first comment slash question was, is my hair
Is
gonna
my
fall
hair gonna
out?
fall out?
Because I don't want it to fall out. That was literally the first thing I thought of. So
Right,
when my mom says that's what I spoke, that's
right,
literally what I spoke. And my
right.
doctor was like, that's all you're concerned about?
I did, right,
He
right.
was so confused. He was like, that's it. I'm like, yeah, I need to know, is my hair going,
Right.
you know how much live grease it took?
Look, when you had your first surgery, I specifically said, okay, shave her hair. And I was precise. Shave her hair in a rectangle, because I didn't want them cutting all up by your ears, and kids can be cruel because you were still in school.
Right.
So I said, shave her hair in a rectangle, and go specifically right down the middle where you have to go to remove the tumor. Okay, so they did that. Then when your tumor grew back, that 5 years, and I told them again, shave her hair how you did it 5 years ago in that rectangle. When you came out that surgery and the whole back of your head was shaved, oh, I was hot. I said, Dr. Khan, I said, why did you guys? I I don't know if I asked if he was okay. I'm trying to think what happened. I don't know, but
Y'all see why I was so concerned about my hair? Because she was concerned.
I said, what happened? I mean, they shaved your hair, so I had to be
My
creative.
skin was like this,
No, literally.
literally.
No, literally. I mean, you were bald. You were bald. Yes, she did. Grandma said, yes, she did. Yes. I was like, oh my God. And the first thing I thought, I didn't want to tell you. I was just like, okay. I was just thinking, what am I going to do? So my thought was, while we was in the hospital, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get her hair French braided, but I'm going to have it French braided really long. So when I put her hair up in the ponytail, it'll cover that. Yeah, look, her self esteem was not going to be shot.
At all. Okay. Jill,
Not
I
at all.
see you, love you. I
Hi, Julia.
that is so funny. And for the moms out there, for the parents out there that have um um whether it be nieces, whether it be children, if you have anyone that you're close to that has a disability, you got to go extreme.
Yeah, yeah,
There are times where you have to go extreme. I
yeah,
As growing up, I didn't know the different things that my mom had to do or did to build my self-esteem up, but I
yeah.
understand it now, because the world that we're living in, it's not designed for people with disabilities. It's just not.
Right.
That's okay. um
Hmm.
but with the independency that my mom taught me, it taught me that I can still live I can live a life in a world that's not designed for me.
Right. Right, Kendall. Kendall said it's to the extreme.
It's finished. You're welcome. Can't nobody tell me nothing about myself that I don't believe. Can't nobody tell me nothing, okay?
No, no, because sometimes I'm like, oh God. Ooh.
I do.
But you always been, it's and that actually is something that has been trickled down and carried down from, and I'm going to start from your great grandmothers,
Mhm.
your grandmothers, and then it was just something that was trickled down because they have always taught us how to keep our oh Jesus oh, to keep our appearance up as young ladies.
Yeah.
And so, um, grandma and grandpa, they would not let us, we never left the house with slippers, rollers, the caps, never. You always have to make yourself be a print. Now, everybody's not all dolled up all the time, but you do need to look decent and you do need to make sure that you looking orderly.
Yeah. It builds up your confidence. Like it
It
makes you
does.
feel like you're somebody.
It does. So that
It
was
really
just
does.
something that was passed down from generation to generation. And so, but I think I had to make sure that I really drove that in you because I never wanted you to feel like you were different.
Yeah.
I never wanted you to ever feel that you were different. And you're not different. You are in a excellent way of how God has created you. And that's how I see it. What? What?
Period.
Boom.
I
Mm.
I love that. So for the moms out there, for the parents out there that do struggle with it just be ways of how to build the confidence for their child to live and be able to live in a world that is not compatible for them. Can you share like maybe one or two things that you did for me to help me build my confidence?
Yeah, one thing that I did was I continued to speak affirmations to you before I even knew that they were truly affirmations. And I continue to tell you that you were beautiful. I said, you are so pretty. I said, oh my God, I love the color of your eyes. So I kept driving those things in you. And it's so funny because when you were born, because you were just barely 5 pounds. And grandma always used to say, "Oh, make sure you feed her, and make sure you get because them little birdie lips." And then, back then they didn't care what they say,
They
but
did. They did.
like what, huh? She like her legs. You got to make sure. And so when I started thinking, what? Yeah, I got to make sure, that she, that she feels confident. And but there were times where I didn't know that I was speaking affirmations to you because it was like different little things that kept happening.
Mhm.
When you had Bell's palsy and your face on the one side was disfigured, so what I did, I showed you your face and I said, you are still pretty. I said, let me see you smile. I don't know if you remember that,
No.
but you probably, I mean, you were so little, but I still did not want you to think. Now, I didn't know all what was going to happen in your future, but it was just those little things where sometimes we're not realizing that it can be the simple things that we say and that we do that can build someone's confidence. And so I just started speaking affirmations, not knowing that they were affirmations to build your character, to build your personality, and to let you know you are fearfully and wonderfully made. And I think some of those things, um, they really were instilling in you. Yes, I am. Yes, I am beautiful. Yes, I am fine. Ah,
Okay. Period.
mm.
Sure am. Yeah,
Yeah,
I love that. I think that is definitely the foundation of what builds someone that does have limitations. Um
right,
what builds their confidence, because it's hard to see it when you're surrounded by so many people that don't have what you have. You know, it's
right,
just like, well, am I? It's hard to see
right,
that. But when you hear that
right,
all the time, it's just like, well, you know what, you're right. I'm,
right.
but I'm still cute though.
Right, exactly, exactly. Even your inner and your outer, and it always has to match. And grandma and grandpa always used to tell us it doesn't matter how pretty you are. If you have a bad attitude, you're ugly.
Yes.
So to me, when you are building someone's character, when you're building their personality, and then you have to learn how to speak life
Yeah.
into someone. And speaking life is saying the positive. Go look at your cheeks. Oh my God, your cheeks are so high, beautiful, rosy. And it's as a parent, and it doesn't matter even if your child does not have limitations with mobility or disability, if speaking affirmations to anyone, I don't care if they're petite or if they're full figured, doesn't matter. Small bones, big bones, don't care. Just like Auntie Delphi um, always used to make fun of Donnell's ears, and she would purposely talk about his ears, do stuff with his ears, because she saw that his ears were big. And what were kids going to do? When they start bagging on you, they was
Mhm.
going to start talking about his ears. And so when they were doing that, it didn't even phase him.
Right, right. It's
It
like,
didn't
yeah,
phase him.
I hear that. What's
Yeah.
next? Let's talk about.
Right, right. So it's just words of affirmation just to our children, to anybody. Just
Yeah,
speaking affirmations.
I love that. And I think you have to, you know me, and I think you have to know your child, what works for your child,
Right,
what you know will stick. Like,
right,
because I have a physical disability, I needed affirmations physically
right.
to remind me when I go out to the outside world, don't look at all that, because I've been instilled how I'm viewed from my mom physically. So none of that matters. So for those parents out there that do
That's right,
have
Tori.
children,
That's right,
hi
Tori.
Tortoise. For those parents out there, make sure you learn your child on what works for them, because if you don't, it may not go effective as it did for
Right,
me. It
right.
may not.
Right. In their adulthood. And it's so funny because like back in the day, it was all the stereotype of light skin, light skin, light skin. And it's like now, no,
What's next? What else we talking about?
right. Because you have beautiful chocolate
Yeah.
women that are models, and
Yeah.
so that are writers, that are poets, that so it's not about just stereotyping, because you make them feel like they're less than. And if God blessed you with that child, God knew that you were the assigned mother, father, whoever, to pour into that child to help them fulfill who they are as an adult.
Very
'Cause-
true. I love that. I love that. That's a beautiful nugget for the parents that do have disabled children. You were designed for them because you can handle it. Everybody cannot
Right,
handle um people that need extra help.
right, right.
Everybody can't. Just like everybody can't be caregivers. Everyone can't be social workers. Everybody, I mean, you have to have a certain
Absolutely.
you have to have a certain passion, you have to have a certain mindset for, so for those parents and grandparents, because grandparents take care of
They're
people that
raising some of their grandchildren too as well. That's
exactly
right.
um
Hmm.
thinking not strange, but also um consider yourself very blessed,
That's right.
because everybody can't handle that, but you can.
That's
god
right.
god think you dope. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm,
God think you dope.
mm.
Mom, thank you again so much for coming on the show with
It's
all the
like,
Christmas decorations in January.
yes, Christmas in January. Now, the next time I'm going to put the disclaimer out here. The next time I'm on your show, we are going to
We're not
show
matching.
bonding. We're going to show bonding.
No.
I'll come off the camera, change my clothes to whatever color you have on.
Why would you do such a thing?
Because
We're bonding right now. Like this is the highest level of bonding. I feel this is the highest level of bonding, and I just want to. I'm about to put it on camera. Now that you guys have heard that she has thrown away my favorite jean dress, next time y'all see them decorations, they're going to be in the trash. Is it even straight?
Not even. Not even.
Mom, thank you again. Love you.
I love you more.
Love y'all. I appreciate you taking the time out. I appreciate all the wise words. I appreciate everything for you that you have done and that you're doing. Like I appreciate it all. Wait. Oh,
that's right, Julia.
Jackie, I love you. And
Hi, Jackie. Hi, Jackie.
Tanya.
Hi, Jackie.
No.
Yes, we are dressing like Tanya.
No, we're not.
Don't let me coming out there to Arizona.
You better look at them old pictures when I was 14, 15. Traumatized.
I should have brought a picture of you when you was little.
No, it's okay. They've seen it. We're good. We're good. Thank you. Again. Oh, hi, Mom Tanya. Love you.
Mom Sonia, how are you?
Okay, Mom. We're gonna put you in the back. And I'm gonna end the show. Love you. Thank you.
Bye, bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Yo, we back at it again. Season 3, episode 1. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I definitely don't ever take it lightly. I wanted to bring my mom on for part 2 because she has so much wisdom, and you already know she's gonna have the stories. She's gonna have the stories, and I'm gonna tell y'all now, them Christmas decorations, I'm taking them down. Okay, I am taking them down because she threw away my doggone dress. That's my favorite dress. How you gonna do that? That's not helpful, Honda. Yo, thank y'all again so much. You already know we back at it again, and we're going in rotation. So next Tuesday, be here because you know how I do my guests. My guests come with it, and that's it. That's all. For the newcomers, y'all gotta tune in because y'all gonna get with it or y'all gonna get left. And I don't want you to get left, so come on, get with it. That's all I'm saying. If you have a disability or if you know someone that has a disability or an essential caregiver and you want to be a guest on the show, I think you should be on the show. Hit me up. You can hit me up on IG. You can hit me up on Facebook. Hit me up. If you got my phone number, hit me up. If you don't, then go through one of the social medias, okay? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Don't forget to contact me and reach out to me to let me know how are you guys breaking the stigma beyond your condition. We're gonna start like a new little trend because y'all don't even understand. People with disabilities, we are dope people, and I want the world to see how we live our life, and how we do things. I know, Tortor. I always say helpful hunters all the time. And I want people to see and get used to and get comfortable with, hey, Phyllis, I love you. Get comfortable with seeing someone different. That's the whole goal of the show. Not everyone's the same. And I want people, I want the world to see that there are different people in this world that may not look like you, but have some dope attributes that maybe you can gleam off of. That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's all I'm saying. So if you or if you know someone that wants to be a guest on the show, share their story, please let me know. I would love to interview people because we ain't stopping no time soon. We official. We're trademarked. So what we stopping for? No. Yes, mental illness. That is an invisible disability. Yes, Phyllis. Please hit me up. Yes, I want to hear your story. That is definitely considered a disability. All right, y'all. So we switching it up one time for the one time. I'm gonna end the show, but please watch the what's it, the little slideshow that's going to be coming in right after this. Okay. I love y'all. Next Tuesday, be on 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. We out.